Don't listen to this. There's gonna be some wisdom coming in after this short little number. Or with this number too. Listen. Love is but a song we sing. Fears away we die. You can make the mountains ring, or make the angels cry. Though the dove is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. That's a good song. So we have a lot going on, right? And I am quite sure that many of you out there are feeling the effects of this in pretty scary ways. I get it. I get it. I've been there. Many, many, many years ago, I've had my life flipped upside down 10 rides from Sunday. I don't know where that phrase came from anyways. But there's a lot happening, right? And it's hard to keep up with, oh my gosh, this is the next thing happening. This is the next thing happening. Let's stop for a moment and just understand what all of this is. It's propaganda, pushing you to react, harvest of loosh. And it's all made to create separation. Because all of a sudden we have a group of people, such as between China and America now, right? Freaking amazing. I love that we can connect and actually talk with real people and make real friendships. But this only came because of the extreme darkness, right? So the reactions when, you know, TikTok got banned and shut down for those 12, 13 hours, that boom, all of a sudden, you know, everybody, TikTok refugees and all that, right? And that's fine and dandy, but there is so much trauma here. Where do we even begin to help heal? I mean, we need to start with our roots. And I know in America here, for the vast majority of people, there aren't any roots. You might have roots in the family you were born to, you think so, or whatnot, but for the vast majority here, there are no roots. You don't have thousands and thousands of years of culture unless you were blessed to be indigenous, or, you know, maybe some other cultures that are here from other nations that, you know, you remember your history, but that can really tie you into bonds and stuff, right? And so we have, no matter what it is, people are picking on each other like, oh, you voted for this person, you voted for this person, let's just ban you. This is a continuation of hate. There is no difference than what is going on at the top levels of what's running everything than there is with you in your very personal life. When we're looking outside of ourselves, when we're blaming something outside of ourselves, we're still pushing the buck onto another. We're still refusing to take accountability in our own lives. We adapt to changes. Once a change has been made with, you know, say the vote, and now we're seeing all this play out and people are, oh, you voted for him, I'm just gonna, you know, not talk to you and all this. That's already happened. It's time to come forward into the present. Okay, so now this is what happened. Now what are our choices? Always understand, no matter what you're going through in life, there's always a choice. If you're in a river and you can't swim and you're about to drown, you still have a choice to take that breath or not. There is always a choice. And yeah, it can feel like those set of choices are crap either way, right? But we have to remember that us as humanity are one. One, just one. We exist in cycles. So what we're seeing here, think back what happened 80 years ago. I've started to do a little bit more research into this because it came into my awareness a year or two ago or so, something about 80-year cycles. So then this morning I was looking, and I apologize for using that word. I detest that word. That's part of our issue, mourning, because we're not sad. It's grand rising, right? Okay. So when we're in these cycles and we're not choosing differently, we're still looking outside of ourselves to blame somebody or blame something for our own ineptitude, our own unawareness, our own pain. I know you hurt. I hurt. I've spent a lot of time grieving. A good friend crossed over just in December, and another good friend of mine crossed over about 1.5 years ago on my birthday. But these spirits are here to help. You're here to help. You chose to be here. And whether you remember it or not, you've already known this is coming. But the whole cycle of this psychosis, which at the base of it, the best name we have is Wetiko, W-E-T-I-K-O. What you're seeing, and if you look up different quotes with that F word that ends in ism, this is exactly what Wetiko is. It completely removes the heart, encases it in steel that it is impossible to break back through. You're seeing that, you're perceiving it. Did you see the fakeness in the DC arena? The appearance of these are just actors? Were you able to perceive that? If you were, congratulations, you're on your way to awakening and you've started to see things, and yeah, I know it can be scary. Insanely scary, because all of a sudden your foundation is ripped apart from underneath you. And if you're on that side of wealth, a lot of times the heart is removed also. I've seen this in my own personal life with people around me, including those that raised me. And I've pondered this my entire life because I noticed even as a very young child, there was something wrong with the energy that people put into obtaining wealth. That's Wetiko. We can name it, but what are we really going to do about it? We all have it, myself too. This is where that self-discipline, self-awareness comes in, because it's only through your own beliefs and actions that you can make a change. And yeah, you, just one you, are so important to be here right now. Don't leave. If it's so scary and sad and you're feeling like leaving, don't do it. Wait to see what happens tomorrow, because you know what? You're loved by people that you don't even know. I've had a great reminder of that in the last few days from these people that were all connected to the friend that crossed over. His name is Mikey. He's a beautiful soul. And I've been reminded that I'm loved, because I don't feel that a lot. I'm always stoic. I'm always the one that has to take care of things and see things and understand things, but I am also being human, and I need that support and I need that love. And there's so many of you out there that show me that love too, and I thank you so much for that. Your words matter. You matter. So don't forget that one next to you, that one you're wanting to hate on, the one that you're turning your pain onto, is also another person that's hurting. Let's have some empathy. For those of you that can show compassion, do so. Many times warriors, and I was reminded of this from the wisdom of Carlos Castaneda with Don Juan, that warriors don't have compassion. And that's a bit true. My own warrior path, I struggle with having pity for people, because pity is a really terrible energy to give anybody. Who wants to feel sorry? That's not what we need to do. We need to just help each other and support each other through our challenges, right? I have great empathy for people, but I've removed that self-pity. So I don't carry that pity for other people. I'm going to give you strength. I'm going to give you inspiration. And I'm going to remind you exactly why you're here. Because my love, I belong to the world. I have since I entered this planet. And those under my wings are absolutely protected and cherished more than they can ever fathom. I do my best to show that, though. We're here to share love. And when we come together, nothing can overtake that through love. Nothing. Love pours through the hearts. Love pours through just being yourself. The best gift you can ever give this world, ever give yourself, ever give another person, is to be yourself. And that's the hardest thing to do. If you have a lot of shoulds floating around in your vocabulary, then you're being controlled by others. There is absolutely hope, there is help, there is ways to take back your power and to understand so you can actually walk in this life feeling in control of life, even though life will give you so many wild things, right? Challenges. But it's through those challenges we grow. Look at what's happened through this incredible darkness that spouted up, the Wetiko, coming into full being. It's making people scared, all the stuff that they're doing. It's called shock and awe. These are tactics. It's all psychology. You control your mind. You control your life. We have rules in this universe, and I am absolutely going to talk about those because they're important, and they affect communities I am passionate about. LGBTQ+, trans. And I would love nothing more than to help inspire your inner heart so you can find that peace inside and that connection with yourself that you're looking for through trying to connect and cling strongly to just words. There is a lot more to it in that whole gender aspect. I understand your plight, but I also understand this universe. And I would love to help you understand that too. But to come through with that acceptance and that full self-love of you, because you are amazing. I am Dawn in this lifetime. Dawn Provost Wacholtz. Find me. I am the 13th Mystic at gmail.com. Email me. I am putting out groups really soon. Like, hopefully today, tomorrow. At least posting them to get some discussion started and some help available because I am just passionate about helping because of the path that I've walked. That's why I've walked it, and I know my purpose sometimes, as we all do. So let's come together. Love is the song we sing, and fear is the way we die. Remember that. I love you all. Have a fantastic day.